5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0.
So welcome to this edition of another avenue to find Mingo Peterson and the Petersons of Saluda County, Edgefield County. Now here's my DNA test here for Ancestry.com. You can do all the matches. So I just did the matches by location, okay? So as you can see, I have in, I guess, North Africa, Europe, 4 living connections. Okay, so that's Europe. That's Europe, okay? I have 3 connections in Europe, see? 4. So there's 2 in Ireland, 1 in Germany, and 1 in Austria, France area. Switzerland. If you zoom in, you can see that they're both closer to Switzerland. Okay, so these are my DNA ancestors here in Europe, right? So now we're going to scoot over. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is Eastern Europe. Obviously, there's nobody here. It's empty. My thing is, here's Africa, right? Is this? Yeah. Why don't I have any? Are you ancestors or part and self? Are you cousins not taking DNA tests in Africa? Is that the case? Or I just don't match anybody in present day in Africa, which is quite alarming. If, 60% of my DNA is African. But I can match somebody all the way here in Australia. You feel me? These beautiful cousins, so to speak. I'm not sure how we're related, but we definitely are related no matter the circumstances, you see. So this person is related to me all the way in Perth, which I've been to Perth, which is crazy. And this particular person is in Queensland, which I've also been to, both coasts of Australia. So these are what I'm just trying to show you, is that there are relatives all over. Now, here are the relatives that are here in America and the adjoining islands. We'll zoom into Hawaii so y'all can see there is even Hawaiian ancestry cousins, relatives somehow. 2 of them, 2 in Honolulu. 1 looks like in the middle of the ocean. Maybe he owns his own island. I don't know, cousin. I'm coming to see you. But anyway, the long story short of it is, you can see that there's ancestors, according to Ancestry.com, all over the world, well, except Africa for me, in South Africa, South America. I'm not understanding why that is now. They say the slave trade came from the east coast of, the west coast of Africa and landed on the east coast of South America and the east coast of America. So I'm not sure why I don't have any descendants in either one of those. But let's continue. We're going to zoom in because we really want to be based only on South Carolina for today's lesson. So we're going to zoom in on South Carolina, which I have plenty of relatives all over this joint. So we're going to leave Florida out of it. Love you, Florida, but we're going to move up to South Carolina. And we're just going to zoom into these. Okay, you have Charleston, you have Savannah, Georgia, you have Augusta. Now, you have to remember, back in the day, early 1700s, this might have all been one state, if you will. The borderlines have been changing and changing. And as we do our research, you'll see that. And when you're studying your own ancestors, you'll see that as well. So we're going to go ahead and zoom into some of these cousins and see where we are. We're going to do that today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Introducing you to a couple of my cousins, and we're going to see how they're related to the Petersons only. I'm looking for just those that may be direct descendants of our Petersons. Now, here's Augusta. Now, my great-great-great-grandfather Mingo, whom the subject of our thing, I believe he passed in Augusta. Raised in Aiken, born in Aiken, died in Augusta or Saluda County, because the names, like I said, kept changing. So these will probably be, these 3 possibly have never left the Augusta area since then. So I might start with those 3. The Blanchards. I'm going to start with the Blanchard family and see how I relate to the Blanchards. Great rising.